It's Wellness Wednesdays with Dr. Nancy, providing helpful tips on how to live your best life now.
Hi everyone, it's Wellness Wednesday. I hope everybody started out with a great, wonderful week. And again, we are here today cooking with Dr. Nancy and Company. We have a live audience at Natural Grocers, our sponsor here in their demo kitchen in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I have a guest today. Osiris, Chinchilla is here. She's going to help me cook hummus today. It's homemade hummus, and boy, do I have so many good information on how good hummus is. Now listen, this is every fourth Wednesday, Cooking with Dr. Nancy and Company, sponsored by Natural Grocers here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I just want to thank Kaylin and her team at Natural Grocers here for their support, and Natural Grocers as well. Now, as you know, at the end of this live stream, you will be able to have access to the recipe that I'm using today to make homemade vegan hummus, garlic flavored, no doubt. And if you're not able to tune into this live stream today and like right now in its entirety, you can text, get out your smartphone and text 26786. And in the text box, put in DR, N-A-N-C-Y, all one word, Dr. Nancy, and you can binge watch on demand, all of Wellness Wednesdays, including Cooking with Dr. Nancy and Company. It's every fourth Wednesday here at Natural Grocers. So let's get started. Okay, now I do want to tell you how nutritious hummus is, and I'm going to start out with, as Cyrus breaks down the garlic for me and gets those into cloves as well. So the recipe consists of chickpeas, otherwise known as garbanzo beans. It's a Latin word, and usually in Spain they refer to the beans as garbanzo beans. And chickpeas, otherwise known as chickpeas. And how important and nutritious? They are nutrient dense. These little things are amazing. They're packed and loaded with fiber, protein. They are really heart healthy. They have really good healthy fats, monos, unsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats. So it makes them very heart healthy, gut friendly, as well as they are considered an anti-inflammatory food, no doubt. Chickpeas. So we start out with the chickpea beans that we purchased here at Natural Grocers, and we strain them. And so this recipe calls for almost a cup, almost this whole can of chickpeas. And what the chickpeas do, how good they are for you, is they are really good for gut health and digestion. They help with, also help with, your blood circulation and coronary arteries, and help with stroke. So preventing stroke. So they're very, very, very anti-inflammatory, as I said. Now, you might say, okay, this juice, what is this juice? It's called aquafaba. And aquafaba is a really great source of protein, and you can use it as an egg white substitute in all kinds of recipes, baking goods. You can use it with gravies and those kinds of things, so sauces, aquafaba. So we're going to take these chickpeas, and what we're going to do is we're going to blend them down. We are going to blend them down. And just know that you'll need to use your spatula to get these all nice and blended really great. It's going to take 3 cloves of garlic, and we're going to just chop those up. Osiris, please.
I always feel there's never enough garlic. Can we adjust?
to taste, definitely to taste. And let's talk about garlic. How good is garlic for you? Wow. Okay, so most people say, hey, I know how good garlic is. It's great for your blood pressure, but it's great for your immune system as well as your gut health and brain health. Garlic. So let's blend this down a little bit more here. There we go. All right now. Now let's talk about tahini, because tahini is a great product and you can't make hummus without it. So it is packed full of healthy fats. Omega-3s are so important for you. Remember, we talked about it previously that your omega-3 to omega-6 ratio in this country is out of control. It's like 20 to 3, and meaning that we have too many omega-6 in our diet than we do with omega-3. And so you go, well, how do you get these omega-6s? Well, they come from ultra-processed foods. And how do you get more omega-3s in your diet? Well, you get more omega-3s in your diet by utilizing foods that have healthy, unsaturated fats, like tahini. Okay, wonderful. Now we've got that all mixed up. We're gonna get the garlic in here. Right. Do you know that tahini decreases your cholesterol levels as well?
So you're saying it's a cholesterol eater powerhouse with the garlic and the tahini?
Well, it certainly is. Your cholesterol, your healthy lipids, you need to make sure that those profiles are really normalized, right? So your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, your bad lipids, you want that number under 100. Your healthy lipids is HDL, and that you want 40 or greater, and then your cholesterol you want under 200 or more. Okay, now this recipe also calls for some ice water. Oh, sorry, we're gonna spoon in some ice water because that makes it a little bit more creamier. We can do that while it's actually blending up here. There we go. Yeah, so can you chop up some parsley and pour in some olive oil into that pan, and we're going to turn that on because there's a sauce that we're going to make afterwards that will top off your hummus. Now, one would say, are there any contraindications in hummus, like eating chickpeas? And I want to let you know that, yes, individuals that have a blood disorder, a red blood disorder called G6PD, cannot eat chickpeas or garbanzo beans or fava beans because it causes hemolysis of their blood. So one would say, well, what is G6PD? Well, it's a disease that affects the red blood cells that is expressed during times of stress, medications, and infections. So I want to tell you that garlic is also great for your immune system. Hummus, the other benefits of hummus, with all of its ingredients, with tahini and garlic and extra virgin olive oil, which is your great healthy fats, loaded with your omega-3s, and we talked about how the imbalance is in this country of omega-3s and omega-6, and that causes inflammation, and inflammation it causes disease and dis-ease. The immune system, hummus, when when you make it, it can help with your hair loss because it's loaded with lots of minerals and vitamins. Let me turn that on for you guys. I think so. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, it's activated when you put it on. So then, it helps with your hair loss because, or breakage, or thinning of your hair as we get older, because it's loaded with these minerals and vitamins like your B complexes, your manganese, your phosphoruses. All of that is so important. Eating hummus homemade wise helps with your anemia because chickpeas are loaded with iron.
Oh, wow.
And folic acid. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Here's one other thing. Hummus is good for belly fat. So as we become wiser and of a certain age and have to deal with certain body parts that aren't desirable as you would want them to be, belly fat. It can get rid of your belly fat. And menopausal women, not only just, because of the disproportion of where your body goes secondary to gravity and just living life, it also helps with estrogen. So for those individuals that are concerned about taking exogenous, estrogen as a hormone, hummus, with all of its ingredients, are loaded with phytoestrogen. So it helps with those menopausal symptoms that you might have, as well as balancing out your hormones. Okay, so I think we're good there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some lemon zest. And we're going to put in some garlic cloves so you can slice those a little bit. I'm going to slice those, turn that down a little bit, slice some of the garlic cloves, and we're going to brown them. So let's see, we got some lemon zest here. You put a little bit more olive oil in there. And this is for garnishing afterwards. Perfect. You've got the parsley already cut up. Oh yes. And we're going to add a little bit of cumin into this mixture as well. The recipe, everyone, is going to be included in the description box of after this video is formed. Okay. All right, I think we're going to need a little bit more ice water. Ice water makes it a little bit more creamier. One other thing I'd like to talk to you about too is people are asking, what's the difference between dried chickpeas, beans, or like in the can? Well, there's really not a whole lot difference other than time, right? So making something homemade, rather it's from the can, you know what you're putting in the creation, and then when you do the dried beans, you have to soak them. You have to soak them a couple of hours before, and there's a process for that, and then you've got to shuck the shells as well. So it's a little bit more of a process, but there's no difference. They're packed with lots of protein and fiber and heart-healthy ingredients. Ready? Yeah, so we are ready. We're going to put the pan back on the fire there, and we're going to brown the garlic. Is ready. Now some of the other important benefits of hummus too is it's a prebiotic. So it really is one of those microflora. So it boosts your microflora in your gut so that it also helps promoting the short chain fatty acids to break down those fats more effectively and efficiently. We're going to brown the garlic, and then we're going to add in the lemon zest. Right, and I'm going to get a plate to plate the hummus on.
It smells so good.
Love, love, love garlic. All right. I'm going to show you what this all looks like. I made some of this over the weekend, and it turned out delish.
What's your favorite way to eat hummus?
That's an excellent question, Osiris. So yes, I like it with vegetables because I increase my fiber intake. But you can eat it with flatbread or falafel or any type of bread product too. But celery sticks are excellent for you, along with carrot sticks. I've eaten hummus with sliced tomatoes. Any vegetables are really, really great.
Wow, that sounds a lot better than like pita chips.
Well, when you're in a pinch, yes, that does work. And again, you want to get chickpeas that they're low in sodium, by the way. Your tahini, you don't want to get the kind that has added salts. And buy organic, locally grown farm produce is excellent. That's another reason why I just love everything that Natural Grocers does in their communities here. They buy local as best they can with their produce, and it prevents, toxins and pesticides spraying and travel. So traveling, when produce you see in regular markets, food chain stores, large ones, the produce travels. And so that time in the truck traveling, you can lose nutrients.
So you're saying we're getting fresher food?
We are getting fresher food. So good. So that's all good. We're going to bring the lemon zest and the garlic right over here. There you go. Perfect. Drain that off. And we're going to add a little bit of Himalayan salt. And again, Himalayan salt has all these great minerals, trace minerals. And then we've got that all nice and seasoned up. And we're going to put that on the plate like so.
Oh, wow, that's pretty.
And then we're going to take a little bit of, I just need another spoon. We're going to take a little bit of that olive oil, and we're going to add that seasoned olive oil that has been cooked with the garlic and the lemon zest. And we're going to put it and plate it all around the hummus. There you go. There we are. Okay. So in normal circumstances, you'll just kind of wait until it's like cools down. But it is so much nicer to eat your hummus when it's nice, fresh, and warm. This is our homemade hummus, and it took, 10 minutes? So you can make this a family affair. You can bring the family into the kitchen, and you know what you're cooking. It's healthy, it's wholesome. You have better skin, you have a better gut, you have a better heart health because of all of the ingredients that are in the chickpeas. So listen, if anybody has any questions, DM us, and we're happy to answer any of those questions. Again, I just want to thank Natural Grocers for allowing us here in the kitchen to let you all know of how important it is to make choices that are going to benefit you and your family a lifetime. So when we know better, we do better, and I hope this was helpful. I'll be back next fourth Wednesday. The next episode is going to be cooking homemade ice cream without any dairy. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. Bye for now.